Okay, Doink Soft. Yeah, that's a fun studio name. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to this game. So, backstory time. A while back, Maddie Ratty was streaming a game called Creepy Castle, and beyond everything else, one thing that really piqued my interest about the game was its art style. It was basically, in a way, emulating an old. Oh, what was that platform? Darn it! I just had it in mind. It was. I can't remember what the computer was called. It was a retro computer that was really limited in color palette. You couldn't really have very many overlapping colors. But anyway, that's what the game looked like right there. The screenshot does not do it justice. Maddie and Straight are suggesting the MSX. Did I write it down? Spectrum. Spectrum is what I was thinking of. An old Spectrum PC. And it's like, if I ever get around to streaming indie games myself, I want to do an indie game that was kind of like that. Not just retro, but beyond retro. And here we have a game that is basically that. It is more or less what you are seeing on screen, black and white, and only black and white. And I'm very curious what this game is going to be like. To my understanding, it is a Metroid style of adventure. Stripeback says, how ironic that a computer called the Spectrum had limited color palettes. Maddie says, well, it had a Spectrum, which at the time was impressive. Pretty much. Anyway, this game isn't entirely retro, as you can tell by the widescreen and the not-so-retro audio, but visually, it has my interest. Let me check on options real quick. Yep, those are indeed options. I'm not going to really fiddle with that. I'm going to assume that the game is balanced properly with the audio. Let's just go ahead and get started here. And we have multiple save files. It is actually kind of refreshing nowadays to see a game with more than one save file. Okay, the dialogue noises immediately remind me of Banjo-Kazooie. Uh-oh. Well, that escalated quickly. Okay, at this point, I'm advancing the dialogue on my own. Can't move. But I'm alive. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Huh? Kiki! My kitty! I have bad news, Kiki. I am trapped inside the ship. Okay, you have to go in my place. Am I really talking to a cat right now? Sorry, Kitty, I'm up for a promotion, and I can't afford another mishap. Research facilities generally have a pilotable security mech available. Let's see if we can find one. I will help guide you using your radio collar. Make sure I listen to my voice. Okay. Yeah, good kitty. Right after crashing the ship. Okay, so playing the cat, or I guess playing the cat via radio collar. We have some slight wall climbing ability. How much am I able to... Well, that's actually pretty easy. Let's see, pause the screen, and sure enough, it looks like we have a Metroid type of game here. Going to be filling a map. This is going to be the first time I've actually played a Metroid game of some sort. I was not actually expecting this to be a Metroid game. The trailer for the game did not imply that. Admittedly, I was largely focused on the color aspect of the game. Oh, right. Stripeback says, what about Tales Adventure? Okay, Tales Adventure is definitely a Metroid-style game, kind of. At least in concept. But there's going to be a little bit more Metroid-y aspects to this one, it seems. We do not have a suit, but we're going to have a suit. More options. What's this one do? How do I... Soft, default... Okay, I wasn't... That's what it is, okay. So we could brighten the screen so it's not as glaring. The stark white against pure blackness. I don't know. What do I prefer here? It is interesting, by the way, you select options with B. Normally B is the cancel button rather than confirm. I might just stick with this for a bit. Oh gosh, we even got Metroid bubbles here. And pressing Y meows. So I guess our only option is to climb the wall. Oh my goodness, that face Kiki is making. That's kind of mean. Also rumbled the controller there. Well, Kitty's gotta swim. Another Metroid bubble. I assume that this game does not have bottomless pits. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a Metroid game. Whether it's a Metroidvania game, I don't know. Because when I think Metroidvania, if you think like the Metroid Castlevanias, which has like Metroid mixed with RPG mechanics. So I guess it depends on whether this game has RPG mechanics. If it has RPG mechanics, it's a Metroidvania. If it's just Metroid, it's a Metroid. That's the way I see it. I could be wrong, though. What do you guys think? Would you consider Metroid to be a Metroidvania game? Okay, then. Somehow it fits, indeed. Figure out what happened here? Well, I'd say Kiki pressed the wrong button. I assume I'll get an upgrade Uh... to how far I can shoot. I also feel like there's probably going to be a double jump option. Naturally, as soon as we get our first upgrade, that's when the game decides to throw enemies at us, even though they weren't here before. Kinda like Super Metroid. Now, it's interesting that we have the ability to get out of our suit. I'd like to see Samus get out of her suit. So can we shoot through these? No. Enemies respawn upon leaving the room. Uck! Oh gosh, that was an enemy. That's gonna be one little drawback with this sort of color scheme. Every once in a while, not gonna be easy to tell what's background and what's not. What's this? Health kit module. Max HP increased and it healed me. I noticed a timer down there, by the way. I'm glad it's counting up instead of down, but I imagine this is going to be one of those games where you get a better ending depending on how fast you play. Okay, Mech can't swim. Good to know. Can at least jump a decent length, even if not very high. Well, we can't heal in our ship. Frogs are dangerous to mechs. Blow them up. Even if it looks like they are in pain, destroy the frogs. Oh hey, another thing. So those are basically going to act as save points. Hence the floppy disk. Oh, not going that way. Did not expect the mech to be so clinky. To the left is left. To the right is not a place I'm going unless I can just blow that thing up. So Strikeback is pointing out that Samus does get out of the suit in Zero Mission. Not by choice, but still. It would be an interesting game if Samus did actually purposely get out of her suit, though. Because outside of her suit, she can crawl. Granted, it's in substitute of rolling into a ball, so it's not really that different from something she can normally do, but still. Okay, I look forward to finding a way to bust those dirt blocks. Oh, what's this? Enemy room. Speaking of getting out to crawl, cats run on all fours, and are also smaller than the mechs that they ride in. Oh, and we're swimming now. Okay. Is there a way to swim down faster? No. This is not a path. You can't hold down in order to swim down faster. Okay, well, let's see what we can find without our mech. I imagine that this room would normally be filled with enemies, but because we are lacking our mech, it doesn't. Can we climb on ceilings? Hold on a sec. Maybe I can make this jump. Oh, easily. Oh, this is one of those games where you don't bump your head. Instead, you slide your head during the jump. Oh, that's nice. It doesn't make any sense, but I like when games have that sort of function with jumps. Because nothing makes platforming more annoying than low ceiling knocking you back down, and you have to clip right through the edge of the ceiling if you wanted to manage to move forward. Okay, glad to know we don't need the mech in order to pick this up. And in this case, we have to press Y to advance the dialogue. And now I can use B. What consistency? Oh good! This is how we bust bricks. Now we can actually... Oh, will I get my mech back from here? Yep. Save points, get our mechs back. And time for enemies. Right? A temperature gauge, so we can't just blast missiles willy-nilly. Probably... That's an interesting way to show overheating. So we have unlimited missiles. We just can't shoot rapid fire like Samus does. It also has some wicked knockback. Gets rid of frogs in one blast. Oh gosh. Hold on a sec. If there's a way to shoot at an angle, I don't know how yet. I'm pressing various buttons and... No, I don't think it can shoot in an angle. I wonder if enemies can drop health when you shoot them. We can shoot missiles down. So far, I am definitely intrigued by this game. How are we doing on map exploration so far? That is not where I expected it to be. I thought we were closer to our starting area. So from here... Can't make our way up, so... Good news is the enemy gauntlet doesn't respawn. And save point. Oh, speaking of enemies, it's a mouse! Do not shoot the mouse, please. Oh, okay, the mouse has a mech. Ow. It's a good thing there was a save point right before this room, because I have a feeling... Oh, can I shoot these things? No. What are you doing? Can I shoot you from here? Oh gosh. And dead. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, go ahead and shoot the mouse now. Oh, I just noticed your health meter up there. Your health meter is going down decidedly slower than mine. Ah. This might take a few attempts. Okay, that can hit me there. I'm gonna die again. And because I keep running and the mouse keeps stomping on me. I bet we'll get a missile upgrade that makes it so we can not overheat as fast. Okay, note to self. After he does the thing, he jumps. So don't run away, let him jump over you. It's kind of interesting that the first boss of this game is a mouse. Kind of appropriate. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Somewhat. Oh crap, I hit the thing to get out of my mech. Gotcha! Wait, what? Ouch, I mean squeak. The mouse just talked. Yes, that mouse was speaking. Appears that I have lost a lot of blood. No, it really was speaking. Well, that's curious. Well, this is an interesting introduction to this adventure. How about we say this introduction is over and head to our first episode break. And when we come back from this break, onward to, I guess somewhere to the right. Probably want to move back to the left and save first.